Hey everybody, welcome back to Border Rated Movie Reviews. I'm your host, Zach Borders, and again, I want to personally welcome you back to the channel. Thank you for your viewership. Thank you for coming back. And today's movie review is on, not technically really a movie in my opinion, but it's by Marvel's special presentation of Werewolf by Night on Disney Plus. And And I've, and see that Marvel's going towards this thing of where they're doing special presentations now. And Werewolf by Night was over 50 minutes, but it was under 55 minutes. And just right out of the gate, I'm going to say this: it should have been longer. And I've noticed other movie reviewers, people who have reviewed this project on YouTube, they have said the same thing, and I have to agree with them. This definitely should have been longer. This should have been like an hour and 30 minutes at minimum of a project. But Marvel is going towards a different direction and doing these special presentations. And I just learned that Nova, which has been a rumored project in the making by Marvel, it's going to be a special presentation as well. So we'll see how long that one is. But personally, I think this could have really benefited of being a much longer project, just in my personal opinion. But, needless to say, that aside, I actually enjoyed what I viewed of Werewolf by Night. Werewolf by Night is directed by Michael Giacchino. He is, and I hope I pronounced that correctly, he is mainly a musical type artist. He hasn't really directed a whole lot. I looked up his filmography. He only has like 3 projects under his belt, from what I could see, including this project. But from viewing Werewolf by Night, I think he did a really good job directing it. The actors, Elsa Donnelly, who is introduced into the MCU as Elsa Bloodstone, she did pretty good. I heard the rumor that Becky Lynch from WWE was going to be rumored to play this character, and when I heard about that, I was like, that could really work because she's Irish. She has that, tomboyish type persona to where you can see her like really, kicking ass on the screen and wielding 2 shotguns at once and shooting bad guys. I thought that was really compelling. But then again, that wasn't true because obviously she didn't get the part. And I said Elsa Donnelly. It's Laura Donnelly. Sorry, Laura Donnelly, who was cast as Elsa Bloodstone. But yeah, I think she did great. The werewolf, Jack Russell, played by Gael Garcia Bernal. He did a really good job. I thought he brought a different aspect to the personality of that character. He wasn't really suspecting as a person who was like vile or evil or had something lurking within him or anything like that. He was very welcoming. He was very approachable. He didn't want to be suspected in this film as the werewolf. But I thought he did very well. Now to my review of the special presentation. Let's try and get myself to see it as that. Again, I thought it was very good. It should have been longer. I felt that they could have put more into this because the character of Werewolf by Night was introduced with Moon Knight, and I got the Moon Knight type feel from this project because it was very mystical. Monsters, mayhem, that type of horror genre feel to it. And again, that's one of those things that they probably could have invited into it, but I guess Marvel just didn't want to do it and make it its own individual thing, which again I respect. So, and it did feel like its own individual project where it wanted to introduce Werewolf by Night, and and I think they accomplished that. Now, the whole thing that I resonated with in this was a thing that Gael Garcia Bernal's character Jack, werewolf, he says to Elsa while they're trapped inside a tomb during the hunt, and he says to her, family is like an atmosphere that hovers above us. it's something that we can never escape our lineage. It's something that always stays with us because Elsa's character kind of feels like she's always been, you know, damned by her lineage. Her being a Bloodstone family member, which you'll see inside the movie. And she always feels like she's been trapped by being within this family, and she's wanted to escape it. But then his character, being a werewolf, a guy who transforms into a monster, but always tries to keep it away from other people as a secret to himself. He says to her, it's something that hovers above you like an atmosphere, but yet it can somewhat almost benefit you in a way, as a personal builder, if you will. And I kind of like that because, no matter what we go through with our families, drama, disagreements, exclusions, exiles, whatever they want to put you through, family is still family. It's going to be with you regardless. And I thought that point was very well made in this, and I appreciated that. A thing I also want to make note of in my review is the action. This project did something with action that I feel like the MCU hasn't done, and the MCU hasn't been very gorish, and this being a horror genre type of a project, they went for it, and they were subtle and they were very clever with how they did it. There was a part where, Jack's character turns into the werewolf, and he just goes on a slaughter rampage. And there's a scene, and when you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. All these guards start coming in, and he just goes on a mayhem. And there's a part where he slashes this guy's guts out, and the blood hits the screen. And I was like, oh my God, Jason Bourne, it's Jesus Christ. Yeah, I had that moment. And yeah, and it just continues on, and you see him attack more guards, and blood splatters, and and yeah, it had that feel to it, and I really loved that. And I think when you see this, you're gonna appreciate it as well. But yeah, it was a Jason Bourne, it's Jesus Christ moment. Yeah. But so other than that, the story was very good. It was very concise, very straight to the point. You understood it. Very horror genre-esque feel, and I loved it. So, that's my review. Did you guys relate to what I related to? Do you agree with what I said? Do you disagree with it? Leave it in the comments section below. Tell me what you thought about it. Have you seen it? Have you not seen it? Do you want to see it? Again, and like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will come at you guys with another review very, very soon, okay? And I will talk to y'all then. And as always, we are all counting on you. Good luck.